Hello, I'm Mrs. Gomez. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, but you can call me Mikey.
Okay. Mikey, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, I guess. I'm currently a senior at Ferndale High, and I just moved here, so I'm having a difficult time adjusting. I guess you can say I'm having a case of senioritis.
Okay. Would you like to tell me about some of the problems that you're having? That way I can write them down and we can go over how to help you.
Well, I find it really hard to stay motivated, and I wait until the last minute to get my homework done. I honestly sometimes want to ignore that I have stuff to do. I have homework in every class, and it stresses me out. It is much easier to go out with my friends and forget about school. I know how important school is, but I never thought it would be this much work. Right now I'm taking math, English, science, Spanish, and history classes.
Wow, that seems like a lot. To start out, I just want to commend you for getting this far. You seem like a very bright young man. You should be, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like just the main stress is the transition of moving into a new school, being nervous, feeling overwhelmed with the demands of homework. You have quite a workload with your classes. And it sounds like it's a lot easier just to ignore what needs to be done. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Mikey, do you have any other concerns?
Well, recently I have not been getting much sleep either. I feel anxious because I don't know where to start with my homework. Sometimes I will finish an assignment and then lose it, so it doesn't get turned in. I've been struggling with test anxiety too. I'm not sure what to do.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm seeing here on my list, the list of concerns that you have: lack of sleep, feeling anxious, disorganization, and test anxiety. So what do you do to relieve stress?
I like to work out, and I also feel less stressed when I'm organized.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you do or have done in the past to get organized?
Well, I write down all my assignments and make sure to finish them early, so I'm not waiting until the last minute. That seems to help.
Great, so it sounds like you already know what works best for you. If you prioritize, it will help. It's also much easier to finish what you need to do first and then play after. I have a handout for you, which I think you find really helpful. It is the 15 time management tips. Basically, it's a list of tips to help keep you motivated. Students may choose to manage their time in many ways, including daily to-do lists, planners, monthly calendars, and weekly schedules. Make sure to don't overplan your day and stay within a 24-hour time period. Prioritize your time, which we already spoke about a little bit. Also, you need to make sure to plan study time during your day. Do most important tasks first and then least important tasks last. Also, make sure to finish what you start, so don't jump from one assignment to another. That actually makes it really hard to do that. Yeah. Also, allow quiet time within your day. Block uninterrupted time for important tasks. Determine deadlines of all tasks, so set deadlines. Plan your time accordingly to urgency. Don't overlook your day because there's always another day ahead. Be sure to leave room for unexpected events and interruptions. Allow yourself breaks in between the course of your day. You don't want to feel overwhelmed. Also ask yourself, where do I start first? Make sure to update your schedule regularly and make adjustments to your schedule for any uncompleted tasks from the previous day. Any questions with that? Let's see. Also, so basically with that sheet, sounds like you don't really have any questions. It's pretty straightforward. You can take that with you and then use it to reference throughout the week. So do you think that next week you could work towards finishing all of your assignments early?
Yeah, I definitely think that's doable.
I think so too. Is there anything else that you can do to work on stress that you have related to test anxiety?
Yeah, well, before I used to study and know the material well, and that took away a lot of the stress. I also made sure to get good night's rest, and that seemed to help out a lot.
Okay, awesome. So I want to tell you this. You already have a lot of great ideas of what to do to stay organized and on task, and also to relieve stress. But you're a senior now, and the accountability is on you. So it's not going to be up to mom and dad. It's not going to be up to your teachers or even me to make sure that you're on task. It's up to you to make sure that you do what you need to do to become successful. So it's important that you learn the good habits now before you start college. So the goal for this week, write down all of your assignments,
Okay.
finish them early. Also make sure to set time aside to study for tests. Get a good night's rest the night before so you're less stressed. Does that sound like a reasonable goal to you?
Yeah, it does sound reasonable.
Okay, great. So let's plan to meet same time next week, discuss how things go.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, Mikey, may I ask you one more question? What do you plan to study once you graduate high school?
Well, right now I have no idea what I want to be. I just plan on going to a four-year university.
Okay, so what I want for you to do is go to the website that I actually wrote here at the top. It's californiacolleges.edu.
Okay.
What's really awesome about californiacolleges.edu is there's a list where you can go in and create an account.
Okay.
There's interest profilers, so basically there's straightforward questions, whether you would you rather do this or would you rather do that. Based off of your answers, it will pinpoint specific careers that you'd be good at.
Okay.
What's really cool is you can click on the link to a specific career. It'll take you into a day of the life of what it looks like to be in that profession, and also it'll give you a list of what education is needed.
Okay.
So it's it'll be a really great tool for you. What's nice is you can save your career assessments and you can reaccess them later on, see how you change throughout the years. So any other questions with that?
No, not right now, but I will definitely check it out.
Okay, so thank you for coming in and talking to me today. I look forward to hearing about your progress next week.
All right, thank you. I appreciate your time.
Perfect. We'll see you
Thank you.
next week.